Welcome back. In continuation to our previous lecture, we discussed the bonding phenomena in carbon monoxide and the softness and hardness in the ligand, whether the ligand acts as soft ligand or hard ligand. And if you remember, we gave some examples that carbon monoxide is different from the ligand, which is sigma donor as well as pi donor, just like water molecule. So this water molecule, in this case, the donor site is oxygen, and oxygen possesses two pairs of electrons. As we have discussed, that this oxygen has no immediate unsaturated bond, which makes the ligand, that is one sort of characteristic which makes the ligand a soft ligand. So that sort of characteristic does not appear in case of oxygen. Now the pair of electrons which are situated on oxygen. So if this water acts as a ligand, so the ligating center is oxygen, and this site will be offered or oriented toward metal center, and will this orbital where this pair of electron is situated will overlap with the empty orbital of the metal, and sigma bond will form. Now, if the metal possesses certain orbitals which is completely empty and is compatible with the other filled orbital of oxygen, so that orbital or this compatibility will make both the pairs, the water and the metal center, to overlap further, and additional bond will also form, that is called normally as pi bond. So in both the cases, in sigma bonding as well as in pi bonding, oxygen is donor species. So thus this type of ligands, they are called sigma donor as well as pi donor. And whenever a ligand is sigma donor as well as pi donor, so such ligands are called hard ligands, and they are relatively, they afford unstable complexes with soft metal as carbon monoxide affords the stable complexes with those metals. And if you remember, we discussed that where soft metals in periodic table are, so soft metals are generally, they are situated on extreme right of the series, are in periodic table. So those metals have extra electrons to be excited, or they have normally less positive charge, and we have also given several examples. So this is the only difference between, this is the one difference between hard and soft ligand, that in hard ligands, the donor site has no immediate unsaturated bond, just like in oxygen in water, that the bonding between oxygen and hydrogen, which is immediately attached to oxygen, this is saturated or single bond. Here also this is single bond. So this ligand is different from carbon monoxide, where carbon has immediately unsaturated or double bond attached to it. So such type of ligands are soft ligands, and such type of ligands like water, they are hard ligands. Now another characteristic of carbon monoxide is the ligand is capable to act as spectator ligand as well as actor ligand. Now, spectator ligand is that ligand which remains intact in any at any stage during a chemical reaction. For example, if a ligand is present in reactants, it is present in intermediates, and it is present in the final product. So, such type of ligands are called spectator ligands in general. And those ligands where reactivity revolves around the nature of the ligand, or a ligand does not remain unchanged in all sort of species which we discussed for this spectator ligands. So such type of ligands are called actor ligands. Now actor ligand is responsible to predict and is responsible to explain reactivity of a species. So carbon monoxide possesses the behavior, the characteristic, the properties, that it can act as spectator depending upon the situation, depending upon other ligands, depending upon the nature of the metal center to which it is attached. So sometimes it will act as spectator ligand, while in several cases it will act as actor ligand. And hopefully we will discuss the spectator nature and actor nature of carbon monoxide in coming examples. Even in single complex or in a simple one molecule, some carbon monoxide ligands will act as spectator ligands, while there will be at least one carbon monoxide ligand which will act as actor ligand. So this is possible even in a single complex which is probably homoleptic, and homoleptic complex is that complex where all sort of ligands attached to the metal center are uniform or identical. So in a complex, let's say 6 carbon monoxide ligands are attached, so 5 ligands will remain unchanged while one ligand will explain certain reactivity of that complex, and that one ligand is called actor ligand while the rest of the 5 ligands are called spectator ligands. Let's come to polarization on the basis of electronegativity in carbon monoxide. So as general concept, or if you use our common sense, so oxygen is more electronegative as compared to carbon. And we know that whenever a high electronegative element is attached in a bond, so bond pair of electron is more this is attracted toward the atom which is more electronegative, and less attracted toward the species or the atom which is less electronegative. So in case of carbon and oxygen, oxygen is more electronegative and carbon is less electronegative. So it means electron pairs will be attracted more toward oxygen, not toward carbon. And this phenomena or this situation will create a partial negative charge on oxygen, which means that oxygen will become electron rich, or electron density will be shifted more toward oxygen, and carbon will adopt, or carbon will yes, it will adopt the partial positive charge, and this partial positive indicates that carbon is electron deficient. So this is the expected charge on the basis of electronegativity between two atoms. But whenever they make a bond, after complete bonding, which we have discussed, that a pair of electron which is situated on oxygen, that pair gets involved in bonding with the carbon, or that pair is shifted toward bond, yeah, that is now shifted toward bonding molecular orbitals as per molecular orbital approach. So whenever this electron pair is shifted from one side, it means that electrons are now they are shifted from oxygen toward carbon, and oxygen resultantly gets electron deficiency, and now this deficiency is denoted again by a partial positive charge. Carbon is, compared to our previous discussion, becomes more electron rich as compared to this carbon. So the, and also the arrowhead indicates that electron density has been shifted from oxygen toward carbon. So carbon becomes partial negative. If we compare now charges on carbon and oxygen on the basis of electronegativity and on the basis of bonding, so both the signs are changed. Oxygen here has partial negative charge, and here it is partial positive charge. Similarly, the charge sign or charge phenomena, electron density on carbon has also been changed in reverse direction. And now these opposite signs, they cancel the effect of each other, which makes carbon monoxide is non-polar molecule. And experimentally, if we look at the dipole moment of carbon monoxide, so dipole moment of this molecule is very close to zero, which indicates that this is a non-polar molecule, and non-polarity in the molecule can be explained on the basis of electronegativity as well as bonding phenomena. So this is all about the polarity in carbon monoxide. Let now come to carbon monoxide and explanation that if carbon monoxide acts as a ligand, which is a non-polar molecule, so how this carbon monoxide will behave with the metal center, because carbon monoxide possesses a pair of electrons on oxygen as well as on carbon atom. Now carbon and oxygen is both possess a pair of electrons, or simply we call it lone pair of electrons. And this lone pair of electron, which we what we assume that any one of these